Hey everybody, this is Will Bowen with today's JumpStart. Ralph Waldo Emerson, one of the greatest minds of all time, and a person who literally just stood up and pronounced things the way he saw them. And one of the things that he saw was that most people don't stand up and pronounce things the way they see them. That most people are sheep. Most people follow along. We're up to a quote today. And you'll see here, I've got this one like super starred and everything else. I mean, look what I'm doing to this wonderful book. This is as I mentioned before, leather-bound gold leaf book. And you know what? I am so glad I'm getting so much out of it rather than admiring how pretty it is. A man or woman is to carry himself in the presence of all opposition as if everything were titular and ephemeral but him. Let me say that again. A man is to carry himself in the presence of all opposition as if everything were titular and ephemeral but him. The word titular means unimportant. The word ephemeral means passing without leaving any lasting impact. So, unimportant and lasting, moving on without any lasting impact. Everything that happens except me. I will tell you, the person who does that, whether you like him or hate him, and when I say his name, you either like him or you hate him, and I don't really care which way. But the person who does that is Donald Trump. I mean, that man could be, I don't know, he could be thrown off a boat wrapped in anchors and somehow convince everybody that the ocean is going to dry up and he's going to be fine. He just literally believes that everything is going to work out in his favor, and amazingly it continues to do so. So don't tune me out or tune me in just because I used him as an example. Consider yourself. How often, and I'm guilty of this myself, I run into things and I go, oh, this is a really big deal. And you know what? It's not. You know why? Because I got through it and I'm sitting here, whatever it was. And so what it does is it reminds us to read our own resumes. I've talked about this before. I've sat down and written up everything I've ever been successful at from like a child. And that includes everything I've resolved, reconciled, discovered, everything. So that when I look back and read this, and nobody else reads this is for me, I can look at this and go, damn, I have handled so many challenges. I've accomplished so many things. I have done so many things that people said I couldn't do, and you have too. You've just never sat down and written it down. And once you do, you will begin to realize that all of the problems in your life were titular. That means they were unimportant and they were ephemeral. They didn't ultimately last. Now, there are some, don't get me wrong, there are life-altering events. So we're talking in generality here. Oftentimes, though, people want to lump their particular situation into the generality. Don't do that unless it actually applies to you. Begin to face life as the one thing that is going to succeed and endure is you. And then life will literally bend around you to make that happen. Try it today. You are a superhero. Use your superpower today of belief in your own importance and lasting impression. Leave your comments below, your questions. I'll be happy to respond. Don't talk about Donald Trump one way or the other. Okay, let's just leave that alone. But if you've got something about this message, please comment. And enjoy today. We'll talk tomorrow.